What up, everybody? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. Ooh, that sounded crazy in my microphone there. First and foremost, happy holidays, everybody. I'm only saying holidays because we ain't hit the holidays yet. When it becomes Christmas, best believe it's gonna be fucking Merry Christmas, and fuck all you guys who have a fit about that. Um, we don't got no set topics today. We're just gonna throw some shit out in there, some things that's been going on. But before we hit that, I gotta say something about something that's been weighing on my mind for the past couple of days. It's kind of fucking with me. And it all goes back to this whole illegal issue. And then my people around here know I got some issues with the city around here. I've been going back and forth down to City Hall trying to handle shit. So yesterday, was it yesterday? The day before yesterday. I go down to City Hall, and right before you get to the doors of City Hall, there's steps going up into City Hall, and there's a little indentation in the bottom of the building, maybe about a foot indentation, two at the most, with a little grating for the windows. And in that indentation, I saw this person curled up like a frozen dog, in next to the steps of City Hall, the police station, City Hall. Cops, right across the street is the courthouse. Got lawyers going across. I'm sure there's judges going across. People just minding their own business while this person is just like in a fetal position in this little cubby there. And at first I walked past and I noticed, and it was just I saw it and it instantly bothered me. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't have that loving streak in me or that compassionate streak in me. At least I didn't think I did. But it kills me. I went in, took care of my business in the courthouse or the City Hall, and I came back down, and it was a young girl, maybe early mid-20s. I know a lot of people. I mean, it was the first thing that came to my mind. The girl didn't look high. She didn't look like she was on any kind of dope. And at this point, it don't really fucking matter. Just the fact that this is Youngstown City Hall in the middle of downtown, and there were people everywhere, and nobody gave a fuck about this girl. Nobody gave two shit. No, everybody acted like she was just another piece of trash on the road. And the only way I knew she was a girl was because I tapped her on her shoulder and I gave her a little something and told her to go get her a hot cup of coffee to warm up a little bit. And she looked up at me like nobody has spoken to her in ever. Like nobody has gave a fucking ever. And that just didn't sit well with me. Not so much. I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. The fact that we are giving these illegals every fucking thing. The fact that we got people right now worried about their social security benefits and this and that, but we got illegals out there just getting. And the Democrats out here, even though Trump is fucking president, will be president, these Democrats out here are still fucking trying to give to these fucking illegals. But our own people, that could have been my little sister. That could have been my fucking daughter in that fucking little cubby there. That could have been any one of the studio guys. That young. Fuck them illegals. If we can't take care of our own people, if we can't take care of our lowest of society, that's what it's supposed to be about. Before we take care of anybody else, we're supposed to be able to take care of the lowest of our society. If we can't do that, fuck them illegals. I don't give a fuck where they come from, whether they come from Mexico, whether they come from the fucking litter box, whether they come from Asia, Russia, where, fuck them. That girl didn't deserve to be freezing her ass off in that fucking little cubby, especially at our city fucking hall. All them fucking rooms in that building, all the money our taxes go to for absolutely fucking nothing. And they couldn't put that girl in it. You couldn't. I bet you that girl couldn't even get a seat on a bench inside there just to warm up. But you want to fucking. You got fucking illegals who are starting fucking gangs in hotels being protected by our country's fucking tax dollars. Cops aren't even allowed in because there's a sanctuary city. All them fucking mayors of these sanctuary cities, all these governors that are letting these sanctuary cities go, they should all be fucking arrested. They should all be fucking put in jail. For putting illegals, for putting people who don't give a fuck about us before us. Fuck you guys. That being said, let's bring out our guys. We got Greg on the 2s and 3s, and we got Big Ricky Sasquatch in the house.
What up, y'all?
What's happening?
What up?
Bro,
Shit.
look, my green screen's working.
Okay.
Right. But yeah, man, I totally agree with what you were saying, man. That's fucked up.
Dude, it's just been sitting. I see that girl's head in my, like, her face in my head. Fucking, it's just. And again, I didn't know whether it was a dude, a chick. I didn't know if it was an old person. You know, they were. I fucking rescue dogs all the time. I see what the dog looks like when it's curled up about to die on the side of the road in a fetal position. That's exactly what this poor girl looked like. And didn't nobody give a fuck, dude. And I'm by no means said any of this for any kind of sympathy. Oh, he looked up for him. No, I'm not that person. You go and do for other people. You don't look for clout. You do that to fucking go do what you got to do. But the fact that nobody else gave two fucks about this girl, it just bothers the fuck out of me, man. Ugh. So how y'all been doing?
Not too bad, man.
I'll do it good till you told me that story.
I mean, I
Shit.
get it. I fucked up a lot of fucking, fucked up fucking bitches. So.
Right, yeah, that's fucked up. But other than that, not bad. Staying busy.
I mean, and granted, people do some dumb shit. People end up on the street for a lot of their own actions. But again, if we're sitting there and we got these fucking people still, oh, we have to do this for the illegals, and they're coming from such dire straits, and they seek asylum. What about her? What about her? Not a cup of coffee, not some ramen noodles, not even a fucking ride to the shelter. Right in front of City Hall, no less.
Especially for
Right in fucking and the bad thing is the entrance to City Hall is here. The fucking entrance to the police station is here. There's 5 foot in between those two entrances that cops and people walk across constantly, and they ignored that woman like she wasn't even fucking there. We need to do better, y'all. America, we need to do better.
Need to have a fucking budget hearing.
Motherfuckers are worried about where my cars are parked in my front yard, but you got this poor girl who's barely in her 20s sleep on your front stoop. Fuck you guys. Ugh. All right, I had to get that out. That was just fucking with me something terrible. So supposedly, and I was talking to the guys about this earlier. We were supposed to get this UFO invasion, which didn't happen. Imagine that. Just like 2012 and all the rest of that shit supposedly didn't happen. There's a lot of speculation out there. A lot of talks that 2012 did actually happen, and it kind of goes into the whole dead internet thing and all that type of shit. You've heard about the dead internet fucking theory, right, Ricky?
Mm. No.
Like that the internet has been done
like
since the early or late 90s, early 2000s. It's the same shit over and over, and it's like just chat bots that are fucking answering pretty much whatever online.
Okay, but I mean, it's still a. I don't get how they can say it's over.
Well,
People don't need to function it. They can have an AI robot and their algorithm run it, but the internet's still a source of entertainment, information, videos.
well,
whatever.
that's what the thing's being said. Like
Google's
pretty
still a
much, there's
thing.
nothing new though. They're saying that it's just shit is just being recycled
What do you mean
and
there's nothing
repeated.
new?
Uh oh. Is that on you guys' end or on mine?
Fuck Google.
So it must be on
Nah, it's
my
on
end.
yours.
Yep.
You
So
affected us.
apparently, we done touched on something a little bit sketchy because as soon as I mentioned that shit, the almighty algorithm said, "Oh no, no,
Fuck
no."
them. Yeah. Once again, you didn't give fucking shit about that girl, but you want to cut us off?
Yeah.
Say fucking Google. Go fuck yourself.
Anybody who wants to know what I'm talking about the dead internet theory, just look it up. It's real interesting. And I kind of tied it to a story that I read back with, I think it was maybe 2013, 2014. It was a Reddit thread, which it's kind of hard to fucking, use Reddit as any kind of proof or anything, because there's a lot of fuck shit on Reddit. But this story that was going on, I happened to just butted myself into. These two people were talking, and just out of happenstance in their conversation, they said, "Well, yeah, when the world ended in 2012, this, and this," and they kept going about it, and like it was just said in passing, like it was no big deal. So I'm reading through it, and supposedly what come out about in these two gentlemen's conversation was that the world did end in 2012. It was a big something that happened, and what the government did was collectively grab up as many consciousnesses, because apparently that is able to be done. Asians have been talking about it for years. I've been talking about it for years. But they grabbed up how many other consciousnesses, downloaded it into a giant data bank, computer, whatever, server, and there's only a handful full of people left that are running this server that we all live in, which is the Matrix, which everybody says there's been, especially since 2012, a lot of people attribute it to CERN, and different shit like that. But these glitches in the Matrix, these glitches, these Mandela effects, these now all of a sudden interdimensional beings, and all of a sudden the UFOs disclosures and shit, kind of all goes back to make you think, and then you got the internet dead theory. What if we were just like, fuck, that movie Vanilla Sky talked about it. Tom Cruise had a whole fucking life and he couldn't understand why all this weird shit was happening. Here, he paid to fucking have himself downloaded.
I think there's a lot of that, and there's like a weird war going on between whoever's trying to suck these fucking souls up and everything else that's just being inputted.
Well, I mean, if we talk
I think
about
there's still too many fucking, because like what? What'd you say?
Huh?
I think he's froze.
No, I'm not frozen.
So what'd you say?
And then I was listening to you.
The fuck you word. I didn't hear shit. I said, what did you say?
Yeah, you said, what did I say?
Anyway,
3 times. I was
I
listening
was
to you.
saying that
You said there was too much something going on. There was a
you
little
didn't say
glitchy
that.
thing. All right, so apparently
Yeah,
we ain't supposed to be
we've heard the
talking about
glitchy
the
thing still
algorithm.
with you.
Fuck your Matrix.
Apparently we ain't
Oh,
supposed to be
shit.
talking about the algorithm because something just went all kind of fucking haywire here.
Come after me, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's a
We've
good
been through this
possibility
before.
because,
We'll come up with some
like
new
I said
acronyms.
before, I've always said that, you know, everybody has this issue with spirituality and meeting God or whatever. I mean, now it's getting cheaper and cheaper for pretty much 20 grand. I never got to find out who God is, if there is one. You know, I could just become a floppy disk. And
What do
you
you mean
know,
20 grand?
depending on the money and depending on the people or whatever company I go through, you know, the next life could be beautiful, real beautiful, bought and paid for. Ugh. Um,
Unless I feel that's just a terrible idea. Get some bootleg shit. Don't get some shit from fucking nobody. That's anybody.
I got my new life from the flea market.
I mean, it would be your home, bro.
It happens sometimes. So anyways, back to the original, what I was originally talking about. So back in the early, what up, Cole? Russell, what up? Jamie, what up? So back in, I don't know, there's been different dates thrown out there. Anywhere from the 80s to the 90s. This I forget what the guy's first name was, but his last name was High. Imagine that. But he developed this chatbot, almost like an AI, a chat GPT type deal. And this thing predicted that, long story short, he predicted Trump and Joe Rogan would do a podcast together way before Rogan even knew what a podcast was. Or before Trump was still bitching about the Central Park Five when this was predicted. So this is way before even Trump's aspiration of presidency. It predicted that they were going to do an interview, a podcast, and that 39 days after the podcast, we were supposed to have an alien invasion. Well, that 30 days was up. Yes, AI before 09. That was yesterday. December 3rd was the 39 days. We're all here. The only alien invasion we got is still coming up from the southern border. Now we have shit
See,
done.
I had the same reaction, Cole. I had the same reaction.
Now we've had, and it's been mostly been on TikTok, I guess. I don't have TikTok anymore. That's some Chinese spyware type shit.
I didn't
But
have
for
that.
all
I
the
didn't have
people,
that reaction.
so for all you guys who do have TikTok, apparently the UFO sightings have blown up for the past few days. I don't know about all that. I do know about the UFO that landed in Manchester on the tarmac. I'm way too chill for this info. Good weed, bro. Yeah, UFO landed on the tarmac in Manchester in England. It didn't fly above the tarmac.
Okay.
It wasn't seen by the motherfucker was on well, it was 2 foot above the tarmac. It landed in between 3 planes.
Okay.
Supposedly it was the size of a small car. I seen the pictures of it because the pictures and the
Is there
video came
video
from
of this?
pilots. Yeah, there's the pilots took video of it. Look up UK UFO on tarmac. It looks like a big steel ball. When they zoomed in on it, there's some kind of texturing to this ball or whatever.
Oh,
But I guess the authorities, whatever they call the airport police or whatever, pulled up on it. They got within the 50, 100 foot of it. and the fucker shot up into the sky and disappeared. So after that one, that was the first one that I come across. But then a shit ton more. Arizona has had quite a few over the past couple of days. There were lights, which I think was a TR3B just for the way they were positioned above the Capitol building. Some people are trying to debunk that as reflections from light posts or whatever, but there's more than one angle from more than one person, so that's out. There was a fucking UFO above the Capitol. So yeah, I don't know about the invasion part, but there are definitely the past few days we have a shit ton of UFO sightings supposedly. I don't know. We don't speak Ebonics on this show. What the fuck is AOTF? I need y'all to match energy of the topic at hand, please. It's UFO, dude. This is the energy, man.
Project Cole is losing his shit.
I can never fucking understand why people would think everybody would panic so much that there's UFOs. Nobody's giving two fucks. We're getting invaded down fucking south, but they're coming from the sky. Fucking be hyped up. I bet you the fucking ones coming from the sky got papers. Yeah. There's something kind of, I don't know if it's related or not. You guys see there was a apparently in Norway, a secret base that was found by satellites.
I understood what he meant.
Yo, what the fuck? He's speaking Ebonics.
All right, so the thing I'm watching in this video looks like a fucking ball.
Yeah, big metal ball.
Yeah.
Did they show the texturing on it or on the video you're seeing?
I don't like them aliens either, Mr. Garbage Man. Yeah, I don't know. That shit don't. Almost look like you run out there and kick that motherfucker like a kickball back in school and shit.
The bad thing is, like when they claimed that when you walked up on it was the size of like a small car. It don't look that size from the first initial pictures. It looks small as shit. But now I guess our government is calling them drones, but they have no idea which. There's no propulsion system. They don't know where it's coming from. They don't know where they're going. So, who knows?
I don't know, man. Something ain't jiving.
No, it's not at all.
Jiving.
And the fact that like the rest of them, or like the rest of the legacy media was actually covering it, that's kind of fucked up. So if anything, I'm feeling more Operation Bluebeamish. They know Russia's ready to nuke Ukraine. No, they know that the U.S. is provoking Russia to nuke the Ukraine. And speaking of, we'll switch over. You want some energy? Fucking go. We'll switch over energy. How about this? While everybody is pissing and moaning about Hunter Biden getting pardoned, nobody's looking at what happened at the same time. So Joe Biden pardoned fuckface, which we all knew it was going to happen, which all the Democrats know he's honorable. No, he never Joe's nobody's above the law. He's a good guy because he let his son get in trouble. No, the fuck he didn't. We all knew the fuck he wasn't going to do that. We knew goddamn well he used his son as a little patsy to get all his fuck shit and all his money to go flowing through from Burisma and the rest of the fucking Ukraine. And then after all that shit fucking emptied out, now he got his son out of trouble. It's the old game. We learned this when we were kids. You know, the older dope dealers fucking let the young dope dealers do the running and the fuck shit because the younger kids don't fucking get in trouble. They can get out of their shit because they're underage. And once everything is all done for the older dope dealers, they go and get the kids out. And all said and fine. This is an old scheme. This is an old scheme. Fauci is about to be pardoned, even though there's no pending investigation. Oh, they're finding all kind of shit out about Fauci. But apparently, like I was saying, while all this pardon bullshit was going on, under the cover of dark, a whistleblower came out and confirmed this. But yeah, Biden sending nukes and shit over to the Ukraine. So even though Trump said no, quit sending fucking weapons there, everything is gonna stop. They're trying to shove all these weapons overseas before Trump gets into fucking office. So then automatically, when Trump gets into office, Trump caused World War III. Because that's how it's going to roll out.
Yeah.
Look, see, Cole, I switched the subject. Ricky starts falling asleep.
Yeah. I was just...
I was talking with people about pardon Fauci. Yeah, I know. Because all that shit about Fauci is coming out. You know how Trump killed all these people with the false information about COVID? All of the false information that came from Fauci? Or or the stuff that came from Trump that nobody wants to acknowledge was right? Everybody went ape shit on Trump about the UV lights. Now UV lights kill everything from diseases to bed bugs. But Trump was a nut job for that. The hydrochloroquine, he had mentioned that because doctors had mentioned it to him. Oh, no, that's an animal this and that. Yeah, most of them fucking drugs are animal this and that. It's refined for people, you fuckfaces. It worked for Rogan. And then Rogan was spreading misinformation. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine who's still on the air now and who's getting canceled. The View.
He didn't want to be a fucking... Yeah. He still got to make your money back off Rogan, though.
Dude, Rogan, I see him tired. He's ain't nobody tired. We're getting stoned. Sorry we can't make a cheese sandwich with the enthusiasm of Cole Clayton. So I mean, I don't know, man. Basically, everything else has been pretty calm, I guess, in the news world. A lot of people don't realize that this Hunter Biden bullshit. They're a lot of the Democrats are out here having a fit about Joe pardoning his son. People are like, why? Well, you know why? What happens if Joe Biden what happens if Joe Biden pardons Hunter and there's nothing that anybody could do about it? That means any and everything that they ever went after Trump for goes away. He can pardon himself. Because technically, Trump can pardon himself, but it's kind of unethical. Just like technically, Joe Biden can pardon his son, but it's unethical. 1,000 times worse because he lied for fucking years
what
about
it. What if he pardons Diddy?
Dude. Oh my God. See, I've heard rumors about Biden pardoning
Think
Trump.
about this. This is what I'm sitting here laughing about. It's like, yeah, what if he pardons Diddy? You want a bombshell for anything? Yeah. You got 30 days of help on this one. For Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
The news would be enjoyable again. There'd be some entertainment there,
Oh, dude. You could pardon someone for something you hadn't been convicted of. That's gross. Yeah. Yeah, you can, bro. You can. It's whole administration. I mean, nobody realized everybody fucking has been... Trump has been the fucking center of attention for so long that everything, they were able to pass so much shit behind him. Oh, Trump did this. He's so bad. And then let's scurry behind while everybody's fucking worrying about Trump. And let's do all this fuck shit. This whole bullshit about Joe Biden being a good president or even this and that, which is slowly but surely dwindling away too. No. There's nothing that Joe Biden has passed that's been there's as much as I don't like Barack Obama, he did have a few things that he passed through that was decent. As much as I didn't like a few of the other ones, they did have a few things. There was nothing that Joe Biden has done or his administration has done that helped out anybody. And anything that did have any ties to anything good was started way before Joe, and he slapped his name on it. Just like right now, he's claiming that Israel did a ceasefire because of him. No, the fuck he didn't. Even Netanyahu himself came out and said, no, this was a gift for President Trump. So, dirty Joker. And you notice more and more that senile old man, that man that couldn't do any of the debates, that man who's pooping himself and walking off into the crowd. Yeah, more and more Joe Biden's getting a little bit better in the head. More and more, though, senile old man is more coherent. More and more, that old man is out there and he's doing tours and talking to people. Huh? That's kind of odd for an 80-year-old man with dementia that poops himself. That's kind of odd for somebody who didn't have his faculties about him. Or was it, just like I said in the beginning, he was going to play this old man pawpaw shit until he got out of office where nobody's going to bother him, and then he's going to live out the rest of his life with the billions of dollars that he fucking scammed everybody out of. I can almost guarantee right now Hunter is trying to get Diddy out. I bet you fucking there is a video of Hunter at a Diddy party. I can almost guarantee it. All these people were at a Diddy party and you're going to tell me Hunter wasn't? Yeah. All of a sudden Biden is fine. Ain't that some shit?
So he just went on like a 4-year bender. He just fucked up.
No,
He
pretty much.
Medication for the last 4 years. That's all.
He got the fucking world to fucking believe that he was just
ketamine.
Old
Here's some
ketamine.
Man. The fuck. I've done ketamine for 4 years. I know what the fuck. That's exactly what happens.
They were already talking about the whole baggie of cocaine that was found. I loved how they put out that baggie of cocaine was such a little baggie of cocaine. No, that was a fucking ounce bag of coke. I know what an ounce bag of coke looks like. That was an ounce bag of coke.
Yes, a little bit.
That wasn't no little nickel bag. There wasn't no little bump. That was a big bag of fucking dope.
You got 48 hours. You got 48 hours.
And the silly thing, like I was saying, when they were trying to kind of hint on whose it was without getting themselves into trouble, wasn't Hunter's. Yeah. So that leaves Harris or Dirty Joe. And I don't believe Harris would be clumsy enough to lose her dope. We all know she's on it. So who's that leave? Who would be scuffling along the White House with a fucking big old bag of dope? So, I guess we'll just find out.
What do you want to know, bro?
No, we had that whole conversation earlier about what the hell is them? What was them shits called? Fuck.
The fondant? Shit.
No, that fucking pastry deal that they were making at the White House.
It's
filage, pastelage, or
just call it that.
Right.
Pastelage.
Yeah.
Motherfucking drywall mud.
That's pretty much what it was.
It's colored mud.
Right.
Yeah.
So what else we got going on in the news here? So we got the CEO of United Healthcare getting
Answers
popped
all
in
questions. He does a
Manhattan.
lot of cooking. Does a lot of cooking.
Who, Cole?
Food.
Yeah, we know food.
No, I'm talking about you.
So do y'all know anything about the CEO that got popped in Manhattan?
No.
Wow,
It's about
dude,
to be
you guys lagging
before
that much?
Christmas. Dude, it's bad. I hear it one every 6 words.
Right. And that's why I keep shutting my camera down, because when I shut my camera down, it doesn't lag. See why?
Huh? So
Margo,
we're
you
on
still
time
there?
now? Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a minute.
Weird. All right, so
But
like I was trying to say before
Right.
we had these issues, we must have touched on something. The only time we have this many issues is when we touch on something I guess we weren't supposed to be touching on. So at least you know somewhere there's some truth out there. You just got to dig through the fucking bullshit.
yeah, but there's 3 viewers. Where are their
yeah,
fucking
but
views at? They should count.
yeah, but that's 3 viewers on whatever this is at the moment. That's we got viewers on all these other
Sure, no,
platforms.
Right. Like
Yeah,
right now, we're
I'm
sitting
sure
at
if
like
we went onto that
16, I
Sky
think, on
Blue,
Rumble.
I'm sure if we went to that Sky Blue, we would get canceled. Because that's all
All right,
snowflakes.
let me look this shit up.
What, the Sky Blue?
Sky Blue. Is
Fuck
it just
you, America, bitch.
is it spelled in sky blue, like regular
I,
sky
I don't
blue, or
know.
is it
It
like
could
that
be
BU?
it could be spelled Blue Ivy for all I know.
All right. So in the App Store,
In the App Store.
what the fuck is this? Watch videos, upload videos, download videos. Okay, that's
I don't know
one.
what that-
Social networking. I'm guessing that's gonna be it.
Maybe. Picture in picture. Solo crotch. Group. Spotlight. Where the fuck is it, Cole?
I'm looking.
Well, Cole said something about go to a portrait layout. And I don't see a fucking portrait layout. The portrait
Okay.
layout button, Cole.
Yeah, you can't do it
Oh,
while you're live. Can't switch over.
no.
I got it. We can't switch over while you're live. You got to do it before you go live.
Oh, to the portrait thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's right under
That car
general
can't go to
settings.
portrait mode, Cole. So, back to what I was saying. I don't know too much about this United Healthcare dude. I know the CEO was fatally shot in Manhattan on Wednesday. He was 50 years old. He was shot in the back and in the leg before being taken to Mount Sinai Hospital and pronounced dead at 7:12. During the press conference several hours after the shooting, the police department officials said the shooting was not a random act of violence, but the identity of the suspect, who remains at large, and the motive for the shooting are still unknown. Let's see. Everything is about to switch up. All these medical companies have been sucking off the fucking government's dick for how many years? And now we got Elon and Vivek coming in and fucking pulling the old, pulling the dildo out. I would say somebody was laundering something. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Somebody definitely had their hands in the cookie jar and got caught. Either that or they were offing themselves before they got caught.
I mean, it's definitely a suicide either way.
Oh, speaking of that shit, and you brought up Diddy earlier too.
Oh yeah.
So apparently, guess who's on suicide watch?
Diddy.
Because they're afraid he might harm himself before trial. Why does that sound familiar?
Sounds like prison doesn't have a budget for segregation, so
It sounds like something that old Jeffy said, or it was said about old Jeffy before he decided to go hanging out.
Let it all hang out.
love to interview the prisoners there. They find like the truth.
Someone just commented on one of the memes about the United States CEO that he was trying to find a way to make insurance more affordable. If that's true, that's some Titanic shit.
Yeah, you cut fucking billions and billions and billions of dollars out. A fucking hit's what, $100,000?
Well, I have a feeling, that we brought up the whole Fauci thing. I have a feeling that this has something to do with that. Because Fauci's under the microscope now, and he was the one who was pretty much, giving the dope to all the dealers. I mean, he was approving the dope. The medical companies were the dealers. Here's your dope. Here's your dope. Here's your dope. Here's your dope. Go give it to the people. It ain't very elaborate at all, man. I mean, if you want to see elaborate, look at how the fucking Bidens covered up their fucking money. Everybody's saying, the dope head and the fucking old pawpaw are fucking idiots. Nah, they were very smart. They had that shit. They knew how to hide their money. They knew which shell companies to open. They knew how long they could keep the shell companies open. They knew when to move the money. They knew not to have any of their fucking shit written down or put on any kind of document. Everything that they thought that they had, or what little bit of evidence that is on them, is all under different names or under, there's certain little here's and there's where this can't be admissible or that can't be admissible. Or when they couldn't even come down to that, it's, oh, he's just too old and he can't go under prosecution. He's like, what, like Biden's maybe 3 years
older. But the motherfucker to run for president?
Right. And he's like 3 years older than Trump, and they've been hitting with Trump with everything. And just what, we gonna stop the show for this real quick. For you idiots out there, you blatant here's your energy, Cole. For you blatant fucking idiots out there who keeps calling Donald Trump a convict, who keeps saying that we voted for a convicted criminal, and I can't believe the president is a convicted. Look at the fucking law. Look at how the fucking law works. And not local law, not state law, fucking federal law. Yeah, you may be found guilty in the court of law, but until you are sentenced, I repeat, until you are sentenced, you are not convicted. You are not a convict. That's simple. And according to all the legacy media, all these charges, even the 34 conviction, whatever the fuck, that was not about Stormy Daniels nor hush money. It was about falsification of a price on a building, which was already proven that they fucked that all up. It just so happens Stormy Daniels had her titties in the mix somewhere, and that became the fucking, the whole, it's a Stormy Daniels case. No, it's not. It's a devaluation case. Yeah. 34 counts on devaluation, and it's only because it was day one this, day two. Every day they didn't comply was another count. Yeah. No, the statutes of limitation thing wasn't on the devaluation. That was on the E. Jean Carroll thing. Which, again, nobody brings that up. If you were gonna fucking find a hill to fucking die on, I'd fucking die on that one. At least he was convicted of that. It was civil, so you can't call him a convict on that one neither. He was found guilty on that one, but it was, that would be the hill to fucking die on. Fuck, he's a convicted criminal. He's a convicted. No, the fuck he's not. They're kills. I just got into it with my sister earlier today. Oh, I don't see why you people are having a fit that he pardoned Hunter. We got a convict coming to be a president. No, we don't. No, we don't, you idiot. That just shows why you guys lost, because you guys are the uneducated. That's another thing that goes around. The uneducated people voted for Trump. No, I think the uneducated people voted for fucking Harris.
Everybody fucking voted. Like,
they just don't get it. Even like you said earlier, them few blue states that did go straight for Harris, if you break that blue state down, there are shit tons of fucking red counties that were never there before. That easy. Let me get a look at it. No, you can't. There's a lot of shit you can't do with a felony. But apparently it's okay for the Bidens to do it. So it's okay for the family that shall not be named to do it. It's okay for Big Mike and Barry to do it. Apparently it's not okay for Diddy to do it, though. Huh?
Cole, he's saying about how felons can't even get a liquor license. So you just get it incorporated.
Yeah. It's always a loophole,
Yeah,
man.
It's
It's always a
around
fucking
that. Like, it's not on me. It's on my company.
That takes you all the way back to the Trump debate, when HRC said, he's dodging his taxes and he's using the loopholes. He's like, yeah, you're right, and I'll close the loopholes, but your donors don't want me to. A star was born. That's how Chappelle said it. Right there, star was born. Yeah, I use the loopholes that your people use. What else we got going on here? We missed the chicken. We missed the touching of the tips. Trump's gonna be president. We're gonna be cutting that shit out soon. For Scotty. Oh fuck. So yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be more about the CEO in the coming days. Did you hear Britney Spears? This one's for Jared. This little segment is for Jared. So Britney Spears turned 43 years old and moved to Mexico. She reveals on her 43rd birthday that she has moved to Mexico. And she says she's 5 years old now.
What? What'd you just say?
Britney Spears thinks she's 5. She's 5. I
She's
want to
going
know
back to Disneyland. I mean, Disney World, Land World, whatever.
I feel like poor Britney got way too much of that mollied up baby oil in her butthole, and it went straight to her brain.
I mean, give her a month or two, she was straight.
No, she won't. That was the bad thing.
You can only do so much Molly, Marco. We know this.
Yes, we know what happens when you overdo it. You end up in Mexico thinking you're 5 years old.
She's 5 years. Yep, and she forgets how to do it because she's 5. Give her some time, man, all right? She'll rebound. She always does.
Cole wants to know if he can get Social Security.
Sure, we got paid into it though.
You got to identify. He identifies as 66. Yeah, all that shit's gonna stop. We're not playing the identify game anymore. Come January, you identify as you, Cole Clayton, another poor white kid from Cleveland.
What the fuck? That was horrible. Now we got another one.
Yeah, I would so not do. I wouldn't do toilet paper out of Britney Spears' butt, let alone Molly.
How do you do toilet paper?
How good's
Oh shit!
Sure you can in California because they're still not done counting votes in California. Try having legal Americans read the ballot. So what other fuck shit has been going on? For Dino, apparently Trudeau fucking was down in Mar-a-Lago while he talked all that shit. He was partying for Thanksgiving with Trump, being a little bitch that he is. And a lot of people are trying to say this was the best comeback that I noticed from the snowflakes about Trudeau being down in Mar-a-Lago. Well, yeah, because Canada don't let convicts into their fucking country. Really? Just really. All the convicts out in Canada. And again, Trump was never convicted. I voted 57 times in California this year. I'm sure I did too, as a Mexican. So this article is kind of weird because I heard the total complete opposite. So now that this is coming out and it's the opposite of what I heard, it makes me believe what I heard before. So when Trump won the election, a lot of the yeah, that's what I'm getting at, Cole. So when Trump won the election, there's a few of the governors from New York and a couple other people who are floating the idea of New York and a few of the other blue states that are up that way seceding to Canada, becoming provinces of Canada. I thought it was a big joke. I mean, it's just like when Texas wanted to secede. Actually, Texas can secede the way their whole charter was written up or whatever. I don't believe New York can secede. But this is the weird thing. This is from Politico out of Ottawa. President-elect Donald Trump cracked an old joke about annexing Canada, and Ottawa is still trying to figure out if it was meant to be funny. We don't want Canada.
They're wondering what the fucking number is.
We don't.
They would do it for the oil and mineral rights. What Canada's worth would be fucking well worth their investment. For the country itself is worth the ground that they're on. That's how you know why.
The only reason why the ground that Canada's on is worth anything is because we won't allow our companies to drill and do anything here. Once that shit, that's why all the tariffs are going on. The first two tariffs, which everybody thought was going to hit Japan, or not Japan, China or Russia or something like that. No, the first two major tariffs are going to Mexico and to Canada because they're going to stop the fucking the oil and the energy shit that's coming in from there to kind of force our companies, our government to let us start drilling and becoming energy self-sufficient.
It's what he left. Everybody forgets the gas price fucking how many fucking years ago?
What it was like
Trump was in when was in the office when we were paying $1.10 or $1 a fucking gallon.
At the most, it was $1.68. I remember $1.68 at the highest.
$20 actually got you somewhere.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah, he's picking up money where they fucking left off. And yeah, why force our hand to spend billions and billions in fucking oil?
And these idiots who keep talking all this shit about tariffs. Yeah, you know what? Tariffs do end up ultimately, if they're shindiggled by the people they're put on, the tariffs do kind of affect the consumer. But that's only the consumer that fucking buys the shit that you're not supposed to be buying. So instead of buying that fucking, the car that just got an extra 20 grand of a tariff put on it, why don't you buy an American car, motherfucker? You ever think about that? Or instead of buying, your steel has went up because you're buying it from China.
Sorry.
Oh, try buying American steel. What'd you say? Oh, did we lag again? I said something about buying America and we fucked up again. God damn it.
Apparently. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. McDonald's goes up. I'll just rob the place. Fuck a tariff. I mean, even like, when they wanted to fucking raise the minimum wage and, all these fucking, these restaurants and shit, fast food places, now got to pay anywhere from $17 to $20 an hour for a burger flipper. Well, what happened? You got a lot more automated restaurants now, a lot less employees now. Yeah, everything is going to find its balance, especially from the Fed. The Fed just ain't going, and that's the one obstacle that Donald Trump's going to have the biggest issue with is the fucking Fed, because he wants to get rid of the Fed, and the Fed is bigger than this country, let alone Donald Trump. Kill small business. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't raise the minimum wage unless the economy can allow for it. We still having issues over there, Greg?
Yeah, you were cutting in and out, but you're good. Yeah, apparently it's that you can't hear us.
I can hear you. We got to delay something terrible.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, we only got going on. Yeah, we only got 3 minutes of the show left. So with that being said, thanks for listening to our bullshit tonight. I don't know how choppy it was. If you guys are in the area this weekend, I'll be down at C Staples this Saturday night. We got a holiday show going on down there. Next week, I think the 10th, there's an open mic at Collinwood. On the 17th, out in Cleveland, Andrew Bryan is throwing a show I'm going to be a part of. It's donating shoes for kids for Christmas. I'm not sure. I believe it's at the Exotic. I'll get the flyer posted for you guys. If anybody wants to come out there, it's a free show. Just come and donate some shoes for some kids. On the 22nd, I'm gonna try to get some live video. I'm gonna be playing the Grinch at some Grinch themed party out in Newcastle. So I'll let y'all get a little glimpse of that shit going on out there and anything else that's coming up soon. And then we're just working our way to the Christmas season. So for all you snowflakes out there, I just want to say from us at Upside Down Studios, Merry Christmas. Remind me of my DMs. I'll come out. Hell yeah. And hey, we got anything else, Greg? We're gonna have to wait 20 minutes for Greg to answer.
Nope, not that I think of it off the bat.
All right. Well, that being said, thank all three of y'all for joining us tonight. And hopefully we don't have that much of a choppy show next week. See, they're on delay laughing at all the shit that